episode from scratch on Down to the End with Live Hip Hop Daily. We have the beautiful and talented Azanti, the mermaid, high priestess, Talia to my left, and it's me, Lucy, on your right. Can I just get a snap in here?
Snap, snap.
All right. How you feeling, spiritual goddess?
I feel amazing. I love the vibes in here, y'all.
Okay. We appreciate that.
Yes.
So tell us, first off, kick it off. You got to tell the people how important poetry is to the music industry in general.
Music is poetry. Poetry is pretty much you putting your emotions and words into place. Like, you're combining them to create a whole visualization of sound or even of an image. Because sometimes when you listen to certain songs, you can kind of imagine yourself. I don't know about y'all, but I can imagine myself in certain music videos as if, I'm in the song with them. So it can create so much of an extension of your mind. And so I feel like when people try to separate poetry from music, it's like you can't separate the two because they're one and the same. One is just, you can do it without a beat or you can do it with the beat. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter.
Rhythm and poetry.
Yeah.
Music.
You said something.
It's all art, basically.
Exactly.
And music plays a big role in the inspiration of your creativity. Tell us how.
So I grew up, as a kid, and even my cousin, she's here too. As a kid, every Christmas, birthday, whenever I was asked by my dad what I wanted for Christmas or my birthday, it was always CDs. I want CDs. I want to live.
Say that.
I had an Emery CD. I think I had, B2K I was a fanatic of B2K.
What about Corny Bailey Ray?
Corinne Bailey Ray.
It was like,
I was a music junkie.
That Ray J One Wish though.
I had that album too, girl.
Needed it.
That whole album.
Needed it.
So it's like, for me, I really got that from my grandparents because, Sunday morning cleaning up.
Yes.
Exactly.
My dad, he playing old school 90s R&B.
So
it's
bleeds
like,
an essential part of growing
yeah,
up.
so that's where it just kind of fuels me, really. It runs through my veins. So, and then on top of that, I actually got involved with writing music again. So I think in middle school, as I was actually telling someone earlier, in middle school, I was, got my hands on my first black novel, and I didn't realize that black people could create in that way as a young kid. And that was, I don't even know what year that was, but I'm 30. I'm going to tell my age because I don't care. I'm 30.
Okay.
30 is the new 20.
Yes. So I'm 30. So, back then, it was just, those big, thick books we used to have at school with all the stories of the white people. And it's like the first book I got was black people, and it was creative. And so I started writing music, then it turned into poetry, and it's just brought it from there. So it's just been in me.
So it's safe to say that you are a black poetic Janae, because I can't say Justice.
yes, I am.
Okay, because I know some people, they look at our show and they know us for being completely music, but we had to switch it up for y'all and bring a poetic Janae in the building. So you use your voice to advocate for men.
I do. And I'm glad you brought this up because I was talking to one of my male friends about how I'm realizing it's hard for a lot of men to express their emotions, period, and especially with women. Come on now, y'all gotta understand. As women, depending on what level you're at in your life, we can be a little bit catty, argumentative, depending on how we choose to handle situations. And because I sympathize with my father, my grandfather, my brother, like a lot of the men that kind of raised me, I was able to see that men have feelings too.
Right.
They feel some type of way too.
Right.
And for me, it's like, hey, I kind of want to pause it for a second from us always talking about us and bring awareness to the men for a second.
Hold on. Shout out to the men in the building for snapping their fingers and doing their step because they heard what you said. So I just got to know, when you say you advocate for men, do you sit down and do couple counseling where you get the man's perspective clear to the woman?
So I actually do provide services where I do couples counseling as well. So I am able to sit down with both partners, and I've had, I think, two solid partner clients that I've worked with closely. So it's amazing to be able to see two people who may have been arguing come together in a moment because there's someone there that's able to mediate both of their perspectives. Because me, I don't take sides. I'm neutral. Look, if you over here doing something crazy, I'm gonna say, hey, you doing something crazy. If he doing, everybody's taking accountability at this table up here.
Accountability.
That's the only way we can make it. So at the end of the day, I make sure that both of them are aware of each other's accountable parts of whatever the situation is, because that needs to be the thing that needs to be spoken for in order for you to really elevate in your relationships and in your personal life. So
I just have so many questions for you, but I gotta be fair, cause I know T coming with it right around that corner.
No, you good.
Cause I studied your page, and you're into the universe. You walk barefoot. You smoke good weed. You sage. You have your crystals. You got your natural hair, and you don't like to wear bras.
I don't. I don't, and I don't even have one on today.
Look at this fool snapping in the bed.
I'm a sports bra girl, so I feel your vibes. I'm sorry. I just don't think that nothing was supposed to be just tied up and snatched up where you can't breathe, and I don't got time for that.
So let me ask you this. With that whole perspective, people will put you in a category, and based off the lifestyle that you live, I just want to know, how do you feel about polygamy?
Oh. Okay, so I'm not in the space to be in a polygamous relationship, first of all, because I need exclusivity. I need attention on me because I'm going to give it attention on you. So that's where I'm at right now. However, the way my mind works, I'm always interested in what other people are choosing and how it works and how it operates. And I understand it from the perspective of, now, I was just talking to someone about this. It's always up to the man to be, and hold on, I'm going to bring it to the women too. But first it has to start with the man to build a certain foundation within himself in order for him to be able to maintain one woman first.
One woman. Let's be very clear, one.
And if you get to a point where you can maintain one and you're like, okay, baby, you know, whatever, however you approach the scenario, you know, everybody have their way of doing things. But I just feel like the man is the foundation of that type of situation. If he's not all the way together, that is not a polygamous relationship. That is just you fucking around and doing crazy shit.
Bussy. I had to say it. I'm sorry.
So on that note, you said you are heavily single.
She sought out though, but she sang.
She sought, baby sought out.
Come on, tell us about that sought out part.
So they out here
single.
But we big single. Real bad.
Okay, so y'all, it's the energy thing for me about everything. Like,
I feel it.
I'm at a point where I cannot be with somebody and I care about you more than you care about yourself.
This is a fact.
Like, I go hard for people. First of all, number one, I go hard for me first.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm just not getting to a point where I'm really realizing, go hard for you, period.
Yeah, it takes time to get there.
Go hard for you, period.
Yeah.
Like, it should never even stop where you go.
But wait a minute, back it up real quick, because people take that. I just want you to go back, because I'm getting to a place where I'm learning to put me first. So, and you say you just get in there, so just rewind it and put the emphasis on it's a journey to get there, okay?
And it's not an easy one, too. Like, people trip out and think that it's the material stuff that blinds people from the work that you got to do behind the scenes to really be that in energy. Like, it's not about you being materialistically rich and, oh, you got all the money. Okay, cool. What if they burn all the money? Then
exactly.
What
about physical, too?
Exactly. It's what you got in here.
Come on,
it's what you got in here.
That's the value.
And we don't pay attention to that.
That's what makes you rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
That's your wealth.
If you put a value into yourself, that's what makes you rich. So, for me, it was just like, I had to learn my value. And it took me a minute to learn that, because also I'm a person that, first of all, I'm a Pisces.
Okay, I was going to ask you, sis.
I'm a Pisces.
I'm Aries, but we here. We stand right next door to each other.
I know Aries. I'm an Aries moon, so baby.
Okay. You got this.
Aries.
You got this flaming.
Yes.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm a Pisces, and the thing about Pisces, we're a very fluid and flowy and random sign, and then we're also very caring, so we have to help the people. God to heal the people. And so for me, it's just like I call myself trying to heal everybody else, trying to help everybody else before
And
me.
you was not looking out for you.
Girl, nasty.
And how did that leave you? Because I noticed, like, being somebody who has this purpose of giving, you know what I'm saying? When you have a purpose to do poetry.
Yes.
So, you know, I do it too, so I know.
Yes.
When you have this purpose to give, how are you filling yourself back up?
Well, one thing I'm realizing is because I extend myself out so much to people, I literally, and I know this is going to sound wild, but I literally had to become very selfish, y'all. Like, because I'm pouring into everybody else's cup, I need to pour into my own cup. So what I do is I take care of myself. I address everything that's going on up here. I make sure I'm one with myself as far as my body goes. I make sure I'm putting the right things in my body. I'm just making sure that I'm conscious of everything that I do. As far as the choices that I make sure I'm always in ritual, in touch with nature. Like, as you said, barefoot, I get outside and ground.
Stay grounded,
I was
yes.
meditating in 30-degree weather 2 nights ago because it was some chaotic stuff going on in my life. So I make sure I do what I'm supposed to do when I'm told to do that by my ancestors.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I follow my highest.
And you gotta
self,
listen to them.
Got to.
Listen,
You
Saudi
gotta listen to
Guru,
him.
and I'm not sure if y'all familiar.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Saudi
Yes, I
Guru
love
says
him.
if you want to have an absolute relationship with anyone, it will be with the dead, the deceased. There's no way you can have an absolute relationship with a human being because we're not perfect. You can have a variable relationship, but with you having a variable relationship, it brings you out of illusions. When people die, when people divorce you, when people cheat, it wakes up a spiritual realm. And I was studying Saudi Guru the other night, and I picked up on that. This journey of getting to know yourself is very personal. It's very hard, and it also can put you in a place to address a lot of traumatic childhood, teenage, adult relationship right now issues, and I'm not gonna take too much away from you, but it's real.
It's
really
definitely
real.
uncomfortable. It's definitely uncomfortable. And what I've noticed, just not about. I have to say our people because I'm mostly around our people, so I kind of know how we operate as far as our mindsets. A lot of us don't want to come out of that comfortableness enough to be able to break through and find ourselves and free ourselves from the shackles. And so speaking on these platforms and using our gifts to spread that message, I just can't wait till we are free from that, because like you said, it is an illusion. You know, we sit in these illusions every single day, and it's just like, when are we gonna take the mask off?
Yeah, when it hurts so bad that everything that started to feel good,
It's gonna hurt. A person ain't done until they done. You know, whatever the situation is.
But listen, the thing is, it's gonna get to a point where something is gonna hit you so close to home where you're gonna be like, okay, listen, I can't do it no more. Put me in position, please, because I don't know what else to do right now. I'm over it. Like, I've had plenty of those experiences. So for people to think that this journey is easy, ain't nothing about this is easy. Y'all think coming over here to spirituality is you saving you, because the thing is, the aesthetic is so pleasing because it looks like all these free spirit people out here just dancing and doing whatever. Yes, that's because they high in energy at this point. That means they went through the fire and probably still going through the fire, but able to maintain their energy in a certain way to where they can get out there and dance, get in touch with nature. And see, a lot of people see the end results and think that's, I want to run over here and do this. And it's like, oh, okay, you ready to address all that shit you've been worrying about?
Exactly. That's most people. They want the light, but they don't want to go through the darkness.
Man, the darkness it's a wild place.
And because of how you are, you're often told that you're the bad guy.
Yes.
Ooh.
By telling the truth,
They
though.
mad at me, y'all.
By
So
telling
what
the
you do?
truth.
How you deal with it?
Okay, so now I will not lie and say that because I do have that fire in me. Sometimes I have communicated in a more erratic way where it's like, please get the, that type of way. But as I'm evolving and getting to a space where I'm like, okay, learning how to really step back and just analyze things, it's like, I can't really blame you for choosing to move the way that you're moving because you also have trauma that you need to get through that you haven't realized. And if I take it personal, that's me attaching myself to your trauma. I got enough of my own. I need to get through. So
girl,
I know how to
hold
step back
up.
and be like, okay, this is not best for me.
So how do you do that? How do you? I mean, from people, because you know when you love
Shit,
somebody.
how do you? Come on,
Listen, when you love somebody,
do that?
Listen, y'all
and you care from somebody, and I know it. Like you said, it's about really loving you first.
Yes.
But
That's
how do
hard.
you do that?
I know,
How do you
okay.
separate yourself from attaching to?
You want me to get deep, and I'm
Get
gonna
deep.
deep.
Get in there.
Because the thing is, I don't want to make it seem like it's that easy. Like I'm like, oh, okay, bye. Nah,
Right.
baby. I still have the attachment of your energy on me.
Okay.
And it's on me. And then the type of person that I am, if I'm connected to you in some type of way, it's like I can feel you. I know when
I got
you're
you.
thinking about me, when you're missing me, when you even anything. I know conversations that you're having about me when I'm not in those rooms. That's how. Listen, that's how.
So would you
tapped in I
consider
am.
yourself an empath?
Empath, psychic, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever did like
Cynthia?
spiritual readings
Oh.
for people?
That's what I do.
That's
Okay,
okay.
holla at me after the show. I'm trying to see what's up.
That's what we do. So it's
Period.
like what I had to really do is like, okay. So I also cultivate with using candles. So I do candle magic as well.
Ooh.
Y'all.
And what does that
I love
entail?
working- And that entails me working with my fire energy inside of me. So
Okay.
basically, I'm able to put certain herbs together, certain oils together.
Candle
dress my
dressing.
candle- dress my candle, set my intention. Say I'm not asking for what I want, saying what I have.
Yeah,
Also.
saying what you have,
Period.
right?
So
Saying what I
manifesting.
have. So it's certain things that I know how to cultivate for myself to release myself of the attachment. However, the emotion is the part that I have struggled with because as a Pisces, I'm emotional. I love people.
Aren't we all?
I don't want you to be mad at me for like, this is the crazy part, y'all. I don't want you to be mad at me for me putting myself first. So
Right.
that's crazy, ain't
Yeah.
it?
Well, that's
No,
people
it's not.
pleasing.
No,
That's
it's
not
not.
crazy.
It is.
I mean, it is crazy,
When I
but
realized that was people pleasing, I was
it's
like,
people pleasing.
Yeah. So real
It's that
quick,
attachment.
I want you to address this if you can. A lot of people don't want to accept the fact that we are witches.
Oh,
Okay,
listen.
and we got to look. We can't go too deep into this, but we got to tap on it. From candle dressing to speaking over people, manifesting, readings. Tell people the power behind a woman witch.
Man, listen. Oh, and this is the part where I love talking about us because I advocate for men, blah 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 blah. I gotta still pay homage to my girls, like
Okay.
especially my witches. Like, and first of all, I don't usually call myself a witch, but when people call me that, I'm be like, okay,
And?
I don't give a damn.
Come on with it.
Whatever.
Come on with it.
Candle. I'm still gonna get what I want. If
Yeah.
that's what you want to call me, cool. So like. Cousins a witch, certain family members a witch. That's what we doing.
And
That's
it's
what it
different,
is.
different
Yeah.
levels of
Yeah.
witching.
It is.
I
And
mean, it
so-
ain't no difference than somebody sitting in the prayer closet with a war room.
Yes, ma'am.
So I mean, everybody
You
got
better say
their own
it.
things that they feel is calling. You know what I'm saying?
But touch on it real quick, cause you know we can't give them too much sauce, so we gotta give them a little bit of drizzle.
So the thing about being a witch is, first of all, you're cultivating. Again, I said you're cultivating with your energy. Women have a lot of energy. We are able to pass lives through our.
Yeah,
The portal.
I
We are
had two come
portals.
through.
Like we create. We create.
We're
life.
women.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
just like for us, we have a lot of energy. We're very much so powerful when we're in nature. I always want to tell y'all, stay in. All my black melanated people, I want to say black because we're getting screwed for that. So I'm going to say melanated because that gives us power because that's what we are, we're melanated beings. So anyway, all melanated beings, make sure y'all get outside and get in the sun whenever it's out and get in this grass that charges you up. That's what makes that magic, that power come in. So when you do work with candles, it's like, first of all you're doing is taking things from nature. Oils and herbs. Then you're taking a candle, which is a representation of whatever your intention is based off the color.
And you gotta hold it and speak
Hold
into it.
speak into it.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Speak into it. Make sure you speak into everything you do. Anytime you do a spell, make sure you do a protection spell before.
Yes, ma'am.
'Cause
A
baby,
black and white
It's a
candle.
war zone over there too.
Let's be clear.
Go.
Let's be clear.
Okay.
And fold away and fold in.
It look like Lucy know what she talking about now.
Yeah, she not
I have to get Lucy to do a little step for me right quick after the show now.
Girl, don't play with her.
Right,
She is one of them. Okay.
When you tap tap into that point where you're like, okay, what do I use for this? What do I use for that? You're cultivating. You're putting that energy into this, that. Put all that together. Put some fire to it, baby. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Let it burn.
That money gonna come in. That man gonna come in. Whatever it is that you want is going to come in.
Or
Because you
release.
said it, baby. You put intentions behind it.
Period.
Listen, this has been so exciting
Yes.
to talk to you. I'm grateful. I know T grateful, but we gotta really let you get to this from scratch part.
Yes.
And we just gonna let the people know how they can find you, how they can stay with you, and get up on your services.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. So you can catch me at Azanti Janae. This is my personal Instagram, Azanti Janae, AZONTIJANEA. Follow me on Instagram, also on TikTok as well. I'm trying to get a little bit savvy on there, y'all. I'm not with all this social media stuff, but I'm getting a track. You know,
Slowly
we're
but
gonna use
surely.
it for what it is, okay?
Yeah, don't rush.
But and then also my website for any of my services, because I do have mystic services, which is also my candle magic services, where as well as tarot readings, aura readings, natal chart readings, singles counseling, couples counseling. It's themermaidhealer.com, THEmermaidhealer.com.
Yes. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with her, and we will be right back after this.
Period.
That was awesome.
Yes, girl.
Come on.
You did amazing.
I didn't even take my shot.